What's good? It's your boy, Trouble T. Roy. We hit, don't get hit boxing talk. Back with another one. And it goes. So I'm going to just make this real quick. I really didn't want to do a video on this, but I'm going to just go ahead and do this and say this real quick. Wilder didn't look any different than he normally looks in a fight. I repeat, Deontay Wilder did not look any different in this fight against Parker than he does against any other opponent. I keep seeing all these different posts on Twitter and these videos and all this shit talking about, Wilder, he's looking old, something was off with him. He wasn't all the way there. He spent too much time in the sauna or whatever that shit that they was talking about. Dude, Wilder did not look any different than he usually looks. It's like people don't want to just accept that the man can't box. He can't box. It's been this way his whole career. When the man steps up in his opposition, he tends to, that right hand that he counts on goes away. It's no longer available. When he steps up in competition, when his opposition is more upper tier, like Parker, like Tyson Fury, he ain't got it no more. He can't box. There's a reason that they kept him away from so many different opponents throughout his career that he should have fought. Like White, like Chisora, like Pulev. He thought that he was going to get Tyson when he was down, and look what happened. Cherry pick gone wrong. Now Parker comes in. No, Parker isn't the best, but Parker has been in the ring with some names in the weight division, in the heavyweight division. He's been in the ring with some names. He's had the experience. The experience is what made Parker dangerous. The experience is what made Parker dangerous. The experience is what made Parker upper opposition for Wilder. Better opposition for Wilder. And Wilder, he looked the same that he always looks like when he gets into a position where he's actually being challenged. Fighting 30-something nobodies was no good for Wilder. His team and his management, they moved him away from opposition that could be challenging. This was their way of selling him. This is the way they tried to sell him. Throw a bunch of nobodies in front of him, let him knock him out. Yes, that worked for a long time. Worked for 30-something fights, almost 40 fights, right? But once he steps up in competition, once his opposition becomes greater, all that right hand, all I gotta do is land the right hand. All I gotta do is land the right hand. It only takes 1 second for me to land that right hand. That shit goes out the window. Because guess what? You actually have to know how to box. When you're stepping up in your competition, you have to know how to box. This is a game of boxing. This isn't just this little fantasy thing that he did that all Wilder and all his fans tried to push. All you gotta do is land that right hand. No, it don't work like that. It doesn't work like that. And it's been proven once again. And, I think, me personally, I think it's over for the dude. I think he should just go ahead and, just go ahead and retire. There's really nothing left for him to do. I mean, he hustled the game. I ain't mad at him. He got as far as he did. He got a lot further than a lot of people will ever get in their career. Gotta give him that. But, you know, hey, eventually you was gonna have to know how to box. You know, you can't keep on. I mean, every time you go to before damn near every fight that he's had, he talk about going back to the basics. They just showed him jogging. They had a video of him jogging in the whole red jumpsuit or whatever, sweatsuit, jogging. Something he should have been doing most of his career, but he himself said that he doesn't like to run. You know, all this, you know, skipping certain things when it comes to boxing, skipping certain things that you should be working on, finally caught up. When the competition gets real, all that shit catches up because you've been skipping shit, thinking you was just gonna slide by, and then you get in there with some real competition, and all that shit that you've been sliding by on would have came in handy. You know, I give it to him. He started boxing late. I give him that. I give it to him. He did it for his family, which is a beautiful thing. He was able to do what he did for his family plus more. Can't take that away from him. But when you get to the levels, the top levels, certain things that you just can't skip on. You shouldn't be going back to the basics 40 fights in. It's like every time he had a fight coming up, it was like, I'm going back to the basics. He's learning how to throw his jab all over again. He's learning how to, you know, working on his footwork all over again. All this, you know, everybody, oh yeah, see, he's improving. Look at him. Look, he's looking more like a boxer. No, he's not. Because as soon as he get in the ring, he go right back to the old habits, looking for one shot, that right hand. And if that's not there, then he ain't got nothing. The man didn't look any different at all. He didn't look any different against Parker. It just showed that he is not, once again, he's not a good boxer. We all know that. But people just tried to make too many excuses for him, like, oh, well, yeah, we know he ain't a good boxer, but that right hand is lethal. No, it's not. It's lethal against who? It wasn't lethal against the couple of top guys that he fought. It was lethal against a bunch of nobodies, a bunch of cab drivers, yeah, of course. Oh yeah, the power is devastating against a bunch of cab drivers. But when he get in there with some real competition, either that right hand ain't that lethal, or he don't even know how to throw it down. Because his competition, this real competition is giving him some good looks that he wasn't ready for. That he didn't work on. You know? Skipping shit. You can't do that in this game of boxing, you know? That's just the way it is. You know, so, I mean, it is what it is, man. Like I said, I think he's pretty much done. I think it's time for him to go ahead and hang it up. He's done enough. In my opinion, he's done enough. I don't think there's anybody else. I don't think there's anybody at the top level that he could beat, to be honest. I don't see nobody at the top level he could beat. I mean, if he just won a bag, Anthony Joshua said that this is still a possibility that they could still fight. Eddie Hearn, he's already said that they're not fighting. So, I mean, his best bet, he could stick around and wait for Anthony Joshua to possibly make a fight. Maybe they could still make it happen. Or he could wait for Ngannou, which I doubt that's going to happen. Other than that, I don't see him beating nobody. He definitely ain't beating Anthony Joshua. You know, right now, Anthony Joshua is the man. Again. Once again. You know? Until whatever happens with Usyk and Fury, however that goes, that's a whole nother story. We'll see what happens with that fight. You know, I believe Usyk beats the shit out of Fury, me personally. And I believe Anthony Joshua beats the shit out of Fury, me personally. But that's a whole nother story. That's a whole nother video for a whole nother time. But, yeah, man. I mean, ain't much to really say. Wilder, the guy there, he looked the same way that he always does, which is bad. You know? I mean, I actually had Wilder beating Parker To be honest, I said myself, he's going to look like shit until he finally lands that right hand. That's what I said. That was my prediction. He's going to look like shit for a whole fight until he lands that right hand. But the man couldn't even land the right hand. So we didn't get that. I was wrong about that. That's crazy. Parker came with a really good game plan. And like I said, his experience and his ring IQ, which you don't have to have much ring IQ. You don't have to have much of a high ring IQ in order to beat Wilder, in my opinion, because he's a one-trick pony. Is all you do, take away that right hand, and you basically got the fight won. And he just proved it again. It's been proven again. Tyson Fury proved it. Even Luis Ortiz proved it until he got hit. But yeah, man, it is what it is. Yeah, so anyways, we'll see what Wilder decides to do. To me, it sounds like he's ready to retire anyways. From what he sound like, it sounds like he ain't got much of a passion for the sport anymore. He ain't got his money. He ain't as hungry as he was before. He ain't got the passion for it no more. And that happens. You get paid, you get your bit, you get your bag, I guess, you get the bag, and then the passion kind of goes away. It happens. It is what it is. He said that he said, what? Yeah, we're going to try to get back in it, but if not, it was a good career, blah, blah, blah. He basically was saying, yeah, I'm pretty much done as far as that's what I got out of the whole thing. So, yeah, it is what it is, man. So, yeah. Anyways, this is, it is what it is, man. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Give me your thoughts. Share your thoughts with me about this whole thing. I mean, I don't know what there is really to share. But yeah, man. Don't get hit boxing talk. It's Trouble T. Roy. Y'all be easy and Merry Christmas. And all that good shit. Peace.